All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream today. First stream of 2023. Isn't that exciting? All right. So, let's take a look at chat, see who's all here. Dalton, you popped in a little earlier. Seems like Desti was also here, but I don't see her in, or don't see them in chat. So, maybe they're still there. I don't know. Anyway, Tark, I see you in chat. Hello, good to see you. Ninja is here as well. Vel is also here. Vtexpoo once again. The regulars are all here, or at least a handful of them. We're still missing quite a number of our regulars, but that's totally fine. That is 100% fine. Yes, 2023 stream. Yes. Anyway, okay. So why don't we stop being around the bush and move over here to the new overlay that I made. It's a little simpler than what the stream overlay was last year, but I figured I could use a little bit of a refresh. But yeah, this is what it's gonna look like for this year. I will say I do have an alternative setup that includes a webcam, so we might be getting some of my actual self on streams in the future. But for now, we're just to ease you guys in, we're just gonna stick with the good old PNG tuber guy, and we'll just change it up as we go. Anyway, that's a problem. Can't quite get started unless if we can see anything. Oh man. Sorry. Okay, there we go. There it is. Let me fix this. Let me fix this real quick. Total pro streamer. I know exactly what I'm doing, guys. Don't worry. Everything is 100% fine. Yeah, okay. I'll have to look at that later, but we'll just have to live with that for now. Anyway, let's see. Becoming the richest player Minecraft life was. Oh, is that what you're doing right now, Ninja? Okay, interesting. And there's Dave. Hello. Just passing through. Best of luck with spring semester if you have not graduated yet. I have graduated. I did actually graduate technically last year. So I have graduated. I am just trying to find a job in the animation industry, which is about as easy as you would expect. But at least I can still do some animation this way. But yes, I have graduated from college, as I said a couple of times last year during streams. But yes, just trying to get that dream job. But anyway, since we're on the topic of animation, why don't we go over what I was able to accomplish from the last animation stream? If you recall correctly, I think we were working on this shot here. Yeah, and it still looks pretty good. I might tweak it a little bit because there are some things. I was actually looking at some of the previous shots before the stream started, and I'm like, yeah, these look good, but I might be making some slight tweaks here and there because there were just some oddities that I noticed. But that's typically how things go. Anyway, let's see. So then we got this one right here, which is what we ended on. I didn't make any progress on this on the last stream, but I can say thanks to me working yesterday, this shot is now done. let's just play it one more time. Yeah. So that's the deal with that. Just wanted to do something funny with this next one, but yeah, that's what we got. All right. Anyway, so this next shot that we've got that I've already got semi set up. The following shot is now from Vinky's perspective, and just to give an idea of let's see, if Source Filmmaker wants to load. Just to give a sense of how this shot's gonna go, we'll use the work camera to demonstrate. It's gonna basically just like sit still for a bit just to readjust you to the point of view, the perspective of Inky. Maybe like some slight movement to signify that. She's gonna look over at Jenna, and then she's gonna look over at May, and then we might even zoom in a bit. Maybe not that much, but maybe like that. Because now attention needs to shift over to her. And that's due to what what's gonna follow next with this shot. But yeah, that's what we got. We got so far. It's just a basic setup. Even now, I'm like already starting to slightly tweak how I want this to begin. But yeah, that's what we got in store today, folks. So all right, let me just key up these things here. Do I have? Okay, good. All right. So with that out of the way, why don't we actually get started with the animation? So let's go. All right. Well, you all know how these streams go at the beginning, as we begin with the animation here. Let's all talk. Let's touch base. See how we're all doing. So yes, it time. Hello Ethan. Welcome to the stream. We are literally just getting started. Literally just getting started. I don't have anything else to say. But yeah, we are just getting started on this next shot. I did preview this shot here, which I finished yesterday actually. And now we're gonna move it along to this one. So, all right, you know what? We're gonna start with some camera movement just to get a general idea. Then we can go from there. So let's see. Just like slight movement. So like right around here is when we want it to. Is when we want the camera to be focused on May, because that's who our attention is going to be directed towards next. It's right here. Let's see. Actually, wait. Let's take a look and see how this looks. No, we're not doing that. That's a little too hokey for my liking. But yeah. Anyway. Yes, the do be time. Smooth, thank you. I'm trying my best here. Greater whip I've made so far. 28th January is officially 3 years after I started Blender with Splatoon. That's awesome. Props to you, Vel. Props to you. So you gotta believe for work. Oh man, that's you know what? I feel that though. But you know, it was good. It was still good that you showed up anyway. So good to see you briefly, man. But good luck with work. Hope it goes well. All right. So let's see. Mr. Health, an amazing combination. I think it's the best gear set I have for Splatoon 3. Astro Helm, is that the? It's like I don't remember what like the new gear in Splatoon 3 is named offhand. So if it is what I'm thinking of, then that's cool. But I still stick with either my character gear setups or my own personal setup nowadays. But I'm also trying to level up gear at the same time. So yeah. Anyway. Let's see. So we are actually, so we don't want it to move right. We don't want it to move towards May like right that second. We're gonna like want it to be like a quick change. So gonna make it slightly move over to Jenna like right like this. So let's see. No. Maybe if we try this. Something maybe like that? I don't know. it's always when it comes to camera movement, I always find it like tricky to figure out what's the best course of action with it. So yeah, this is one of those things that I'm still trying to get better at, but you know, that's why we're here. We're here to experiment. We're here to you know, test stuff out, see what works, what doesn't, you know, that kind of thing. Pause to look at Jenna for half a second. Yeah, Jenna's this one, the one that's very vain and like, oh, look at me, I'm so great. Meanwhile, May's over there, is a very meek. Let's see. Don't want it to hang on there for too long. So, no. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. It's been a while since I've had to do camera movement stuff for anything. So let's see. I think I just wanted to like slightly move over this way, and then it moves over to me. So like, yeah, so something like that. Maybe like have a slight dip here in the movement too. So it's like, see, there we go. There we go. Now we're getting it. So then we'll like slightly move it up so that we kind of get like this this wavy motion. Oh, see, there we go. Now we're getting it. There we go. Maybe we can even extend it just a bit. So like something like that. The only thing that I kind of don't like is that the movement is a little too static. So that's what these sliders are for. So let's see here. So maybe stops. Maybe so then the shot would probably stop right here, and we can kind of like make it slightly move. Oh, I like that. I actually really like that. I actually like that a lot. Why don't we zoom it in just a little bit, and then we can do that. So let's see. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we're gonna move forward with that for now. So okay, Jenna's an interesting kid. Actually, wait, no, she might not. Cause I could honestly picture her still being in this like, oh look at me, I'm so great sort of pose. Even after like even afterwards. So just to save time on animation and just everything. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna quote unquote cheat. Okay, so let's see. Hey Jared, her data, you can check it out one time if you like that. Just not the one I go for Splatoon 2. Anytime what's going on here. Well, see, the thing is that the way that it's being played out is that it starts from here where it's like, haha, you're dumb. Then Vinky puts her head down. Then we go to Vinky's perspective. Bam. Yeah. Who's my gear set? I'd like to have words. I doubt that anybody would mimic your gear setup, but you never know. You never know if anybody would do that, but I don't think anybody would. I completely lost my train of thought. Hold on a second. It has been whoa. There's that good old SFM messing up there. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay. That's fine. She's fine. She's fine, guys. She's just having a... She's having an out-of-body experience of sorts right now. Okay, see, now she's fine now. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh, SFM never changed, except possibly do. Okay, let's see. Is there one there? No. Okay. I'm like, duh. I don't know what to do. Let's see. Everything's fine though. Just trying to get my bearings. Okay. So let's see here. We try to get started with some amount of character animation here, and then we can proceed with some topics I want to discuss today. I don't think that did anything. I think that only just moved the hair. Anyway, yeah, you can definitely tell it's been a hot minute, but that's just because I've just been busy with like a lot of other things behind the scenes, both animation and non-animation related. So that's why. Oh. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. What in the... Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, no. Here we are. Brain trying to process what to do, and brain is just like, ah. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna. I said I was gonna cheat, but I might as well just do something something new here, just so that it's it gives myself ease of mind, where it's like, okay, it's fine. Okay. That's gonna get annoying. So let's actually mute. Let's mute the audio for now, because I don't want you guys to be constantly hearing the Inkling noises over and over, especially since all we're doing here with Jenna right now is just putting her in a cycle, just so that she's in the same pose, and nothing too major is going on with her. She's just kind of standing there. Let's see, back in the chat. Move your gear setup and justified it as a cameo. Easy. Okay. Well, I hope it's my actual Splatoon's gear set and not Sana's, because it's like I don't really condone cameos of the cast at all in anything, unless if it's like brief and it has no impact on the story at all, because I want these guys to exist in their own bubble. I've been over that rant before, but just figured it's worth mentioning again. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. And there's Katsurita. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are just getting started with the animating, continuing along with the animating of Chapter 2, Scene 2. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's holiday was merry and jolly and all that stuff. I I would say it was for me, but guess who was sick during the holidays? It was me. Hooray. Hey, we can't tell if it was like a sinus infection or something. I said it in the update video that I put out recently, but yeah, I just like allergies, man, and just everything. It's like we don't know. It could be because of the weather, because it's been really cold over here in Cali, like for the past couple of weeks or so. And yeah, it's just not fun. Despite that, though, I still managed to enjoy myself and all that. But it definitely wasn't a normal, wasn't a normal Christmas, and it wasn't a normal New Year's. Just put it that way. But yeah. Let's see. I had to process math college work while watching the stream. I don't want to. I don't know. My character, but that I verified her validity with you. I would have been concerned for many more years. No, you're good. You're good. What's going in my out of context play mode? It's animation. No, I just mispronounced. I just mispronounced animation. Ugh. All right. Back into it just a little bit. All right. Yeah, that's all we need. That's all we need. It's just a cycle. She doesn't really need to move all that much. She just kind of needs to stand there and look pretty, I guess, because because she thinks she's all that. Okay. We keep on going. Okay, so as one topic to bring up as I'm working here, it should be worth mentioning that the typical Mad Libs that we do, while they are fun, I'm not denying that by saying this. While they are fun, I'm gonna try to cut back on them a bit. So like for example, instead of to put it one way, let's just say this. Instead of getting a Mad Libs comp per month, because I don't want the channel to be flooded with the Mad Libs, even though they're great and they're fun, as I said. But instead of a Mad Libs comp per month, you're just gonna get a big mega one at the end of the year, depending on how many we do. So I think that would just be, I think that's just a better way to handle it, especially considering that there's a lot of types of content that I want to try to make this year. So not just animations, as I said in the update video. It's animations, video essays, obviously continuing with the streams, adding in gaming related streams and drawing streams as well, just general art streams too. You know, just make it a little, just give it a little bit of variety. Give it a little bit of variety. Because variety is the spice of life, don't you know? Hey, this isn't working. Wait, this is not working. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Yeah. It's actually, it's funny that I mentioned it, but like this past week I was, or back actually over the course of like the past couple of days, I've been brainstorming more video essay ideas. So hope you look forward to what I have in store in terms of that. But nothing's set in stone yet. As of right now, though, my main priority obviously is to get chapter 3 done. Or chapter 3. Wow, that's a little too far ahead, Nick. It's a little too far ahead. not yet. No, but my main priority is to finish chapter 2, and then after we finish chapter 2, I'm gonna take a slight break, just a tiny break, from the life of an Inkling, and then when I come back to working on this, I'll probably be remastering the opening. And then when I feel like the time is right, then we will get started with chapter 3. But if you recall correctly, we will be hiring VAs for that, so that's gonna be an interesting little case that we have there. Speaking of, if you still want stuff like that to happen, as I said in the update video, best way to ensure that we can keep the VAs and everything is to support Ko-Fi, Patreon, and there's even now a Stream Elements link that you can donate to. So if you don't want to bother with either Patreon or Ko-Fi, the other way to do it, at least for now, is through Stream Elements. But when I get monetization back on YouTube, well, Super Chat will become another way, as well as memberships. So yeah, I've got plans, I've got ideas. Just that it's a shame though, because I feel it's like I am incredibly limited right now, and I once wasn't, like a couple of years ago, but since I was an actor for so long, YouTube was like, I'm gonna take that anyway. Let's see. Just trying to get this to look right, even though it kind of doesn't matter since this is not going to be in view. Whatever. I'll just try. Let's see. This does not make sense. Maybe save your weapon renders, or else in the future you may not find it and wonder about it. I mean, I always save my whips. I always take at least a screenshot of a whip at some point. And if I'm feeling like, yeah, I wanna tease you guys a little bit, then I'll render out a work in progress of the shot that is currently being worked on. So yeah, I do that. Not just to show like, hey, I'm working on this. It's more, it also helps me like see where I'm at in terms of just the shot itself, and if everything is looking good. It's just good to see the nice little progression as you continue to work on each thing. I mean, yeah, and I have like, it's like I'm organized. Like I understand that, but you also have to understand that I'm a very organized person. Like, if you could only see like my folder directories and stuff, like I have everything like organized very neatly. But if it's not organized neatly for some people, then it's organized enough for me to be like, yeah, that's where it is. That's where that particular thing is. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's see. There's a smart approach, but you do you. Wait, what seems like the smart approach? I've completely lost train of thought. I completely got lost in what I was saying. What are you talking about, Dark? Let's see. Oh, there's a Lenny, and I also see a Dusty. Hello, welcome to the stream, to the both of you. We're just in the middle of animating chapter 2, scene 2 again. We're just working on Jenna here. Although she's not really gonna have that much going on with her in this shot, because I mean, if you take a look at the actual full view on the left, she's not really in it that much. So I'm just gonna put her in a simple loop, a simple idle, which might actually be good to go now. So we'll just do that. So let's see. And we'll loop it like this for now, and then if we have to change it later, then we will. Okay. Not like that, then we'll do this. Yeah, just to show some sign that she is still sort of moving. I might have to edit it later, but that's fine. As for May here, she's gonna slightly alter her pose. Slightly alter her initial pose. She's kind of looking off. She's gonna be looking off to the left, not really paying attention. And then when the sound bite comes in, that's when she'll refocus and be like, "Oh, I'm shocked." Oop, wrong one. There we go. There. Did you hear video? Oh yeah, sorry. I've just been so focused on this. I am so sorry. Let's see. Did you hear video? I said yes, you did. That is if you haven't watched the update video yet, I do discuss some of the things that I would like to do for the channel this year, and one of the things I'm going to be bringing to the channel in terms of content is some video essays, and they could range from like a variety of different topics or just things that I generally want to talk about. Got a lot of ideas in regards to that, so hope you guys look forward to it. Problem is that I can't exactly determine where I want to begin with that, but I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out at some point. But yeah. First of many Dalton appearances. There's Dalton. Saw you pop in at the beginning of the stream, but I was like, well, where'd he go? There you are. Okay, let's see. We'll move the arm up a bit more. So maybe like right here. Let's check that. Just check camera. Let's check this again. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Oh, did I? Oh, whoops. Open it up a bit. Yeah, we'll just. No, wait, no. Nope, wait. There. There we go. Let's see. Got a lot of people popping. I see new David 2DSXL is there, and Emperor. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are just working on Life in Inkling Chapter 2 Scene 2. It's a fan animated Splatoon series that I've been working on, and we are just trying to wrap this thing up because we are very much getting close to that ending of this scene in particular. Not the chapter as a whole, but the scene. We are getting pretty dang close. Anyway, let's see. This is because you were talking about the different types of content you wanted to try. Oh, okay. Okay. That's what you're referring to. Alright. An OG Dalton fan spawns and torments Destiny by being everywhere in every Splatoon comment section. Playing some stuff in my room for a while, but I'm here now. Hey, that's fine. Don't worry. Just show up whenever you can. Don't have to. It's not an obligation. Where's Mikey? I haven't seen the boy in ages. That is true. That is true. I've been wondering that myself. Mikey is, Mikey's MIA right now. Despite the fact that, on our private Discord server, which you can now access, via the Patreon link for only $1, he on there, yesterday when I made, or not yesterday, but when I made the announcement earlier this week that, there was going to be a stream, it was very clear that he was excited. So, not sure where he is, but, if he doesn't show up, then, that's totally fine. He's got his own things to do, as does everybody else in chat. So, yeah. Nothing to worry about there. Nothing to worry about there. Make that many comments, right? Mikey did actually post a short video yesterday. Yes, he did. Just a short animation of a new character that he put together. Yo, I'm back in a stream for being everywhere right this. Maybe, I don't know. See the thing you have to the thing that you guys have to understand is that I don't remember what happens in these streams half the time, so even if you were to be like, hey, remember when you said that thing that one time, I'm gonna be like, did I say that? I honestly don't remember. So like I don't know. It's like I just boot up the stream software, animate for like 2 to 3 hours, potentially do Mad Libs along the way, and then I'm just done. Oh wait, actually now we need to bring back the sound because right here. I'd say like right here, yeah. May just needs to be an idle for this long, until this point. And then when we hear the whee, then she needs to kind of jump. Be like shocked. Anyway. Let's see. Yeah, but that's why I actually see you everywhere. Okay. That's funny. Oh, Mikey joined your Discord. That's very interesting. Cool. Cool. Oh, then speaking of the man, here he is. Speaking of the boy, here he is. Mikey, we were just talking about you. We were just wondering where you were. And look, there you are. Love chatter. God damn it. Yes. Let's see, but, oh my god. And then of course everybody in chat starts like freaking out when Mikey shows up. It's funny. But Lenny, I see you're asking what's going on. You're saying what up? I'm doing just fine. Just had to give you a little insight in the life of Nikkei, as Lenny would say. Let's just say that this past week at work has been sort of hellish. Not just because of dealing with poor customers. I don't want to get into that right now, but also because I've been working closing, so some late nights. And let's just say that 2 nights ago when I was closing, I was accidentally locked inside the store. So that happened. Definitely not fun. But that didn't happen last night, thankfully. Last night was actually yesterday was actually a pretty good shift at work. But yeah, there's just been some very negative things happening at work recently. And it's only the freaking first month of the year, and I'm like, what is going on here? Which is giving me more incentive to either one, find a better part-time job that's not being a courtesy clerk at a grocery store, or two, try to find a job in the animation industry, which is what I actually want. I mean, but other than that, I'd say it's been a pretty decent week so far. Pretty decent. Let's see. Maybe because I follow a lot of Splatoon content creators and the Blue Glitchy Hobo himself, who should upload his first 2023 upload today, or up till tomorrow. Who's forgive me for being uneducated, Dalton, but who are you referring to with the Blue Glitchy Hobo himself? Is that SMG4? If not, then and if it's somebody else, please enlighten me, because again, I am uneducated about quite a lot of Splatoon related content creators. I just know that a few exist, and that's really it. Let's see. So long. I know I missed the streams. Let's see. I'm not up to date. I am, as I said, I'm a courtesy clerk at a grocery store. It's about as fun as you would expect. It's about as fun as you would expect. That's all I'm gonna say. Ugh. It's weird though, because and it's something that I've been talking with my folks recently, but it's like, or over the past like a couple of weeks, but it's like, for the first month and a half or so, it actually wasn't that bad. But then once it hit around the holidays and Christmas and just December in general, that's when things started kind of going downhill. And I don't know, it's just been the first couple of weeks of this month alone have just been like putting me through the ringer, and I'm like, hold up, it's only the first month of the year. Come on. And I'm still somewhat trying to recover from being sick during the holidays too, so it's like, stop. Yeah, but yeah, it's yeah, but I'm still here. I'm still kicking. Just trying to get out of that hellhole right now. It's going about as well as you would expect at the moment. Okay, so why don't we actually move, let's move May's animation over just a couple of frames, because we want it to be like a split-second, like, split-second shock. Kind of similar to, let's see, where's the shot? Kind of similar to, this shot right here. Oh. Of course, then SFM's got a lag. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, he definitely meant SMG4. Okay. Tristan Lane, is that your name? I'm just gonna say Tristan. But hello, welcome to the stream. We are in the middle of animating the Life of Inkling Chapter 2 Scene 2. Life of Inkling Splatoon fan animated series that I've been working on for quite a while, and yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, this right here. This is what I'm looking at. Where she kind of just like goes from this one to bam, like that. Just a quick instant like transition. Would have been bad if I said instant transmission, because that would mean something completely different, and it would imply that May is a robot. Or something. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, let's see. You know, with the public, doubles like that are always hard at times. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I am aware. It's just that just that there are some people out there that are very entitled. We'll just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Alright. Let's see. He has many nicknames: Meme Lord, Glitchy Hobo, King of Memes, Meme King, Mr. Meme, etc. Wow, that's quite a fair amount of nicknames that SMG4 has. Quite a fair amount of nicknames he's got. Page door limit. What, Lenny? What are you referring to by saying that? And should I be concerned? Dang it. There. That's a little better. How you been watching? Watch your Muffin Man video just... excuse me. Watch your video just now. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane. Sorry, I was quoting Shrek. I don't know what anyone else is talking. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so on second thought, we are gonna do this. Oh, of course, it's gonna mess up like that. Oh wait, no, actually, second thought again. Double second guessing myself at the moment. Let's see. Put this here. Right here. I'm gonna make a keyframe right here, like in between these two. And then let's say, so like right here. Like a couple of frames afterwards is when we're gonna just change her position. So it's like a very, I want to make it as quick as possible. So let's see. She goes from that to, okay. I got it. I got something. Oh, perfect. All right, good. Oh, wait, hold on. We need to put a keyframe for the pelvis right there, because if you don't, then it's gonna mess it up. All right, let's try it again. There we go. Now we got something. Slightly move her back, slightly move her down. It'll be like that. Alright, let's see. Back over in chat, let's see. How's everyone's Christmases the last month? Like I said, I was sick. Yeah. But I mean, other than being sick, it was still nice to see family and stuff. But just being sick kind of just took everything out of me. So I was like, whatever, it's fine. Oh, wait, no. Okay. See, I'm second guessing myself again. So we're actually gonna just take this right here, bring it over, and then we'll do this. Trying to make it like, hold on, there we go. A 1 frame transition, so it's like bam, kind of like that. Want to do that because again, what we're trying to do with May is that she gets startled easily. So to do that, we're just making it like as quickly as possible. I know it's like a harsh transition, but you recall correctly, earlier in this scene we have a similar shot where Sana does the same thing because she's reacting to something. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Let's see here. Boom boom song yet? What? What? You wanted to skip Christmas? Well, that's interesting, Mr. Lenny Wolf. Seeing as you are a big fan of Mariah Carey and all that. That is very interesting. Even if Christmas meal was ever and ever. Together with all the family, it was a great time. I hope everyone else's was great. Let's see. And you're so far. I'm still in 2020. Okay. Tristan Lane says, I watched Life in Inkling since the first came out and have been waiting ever since for episode 2 and forgetting about it for a while. Well, you'll be happy to know that it's still going on strong, and despite it being taking forever to get done, but I implore you to check out Chapter 1 DX, because that is essentially a remastering of the original first part of the episode. It's a remastering, but also a continuation. So don't want to be confused on what's going to be happening in this scene when it's done. Might as well go check that out, please. And please go ahead and do so, because it's almost at 10k views, and I would very much appreciate it if it got to 10k. Anyway. Let's see. Around early 2018. Oh, how did it inspire me to waste 5 years on a story? I mean, you say that, but look at me. It took me about 5 years to finally get back on this project after so long. So, if you ask me, it's like, yeah, sure, I would have liked to work on this. Like, I would have liked to work on this more over those years, but just didn't have time between college and like everything else that was going on in my life at that time. So life happens, which actually is the lesson that you learned from A Life in Inkling, at least the first arc anyway. Shit happens, son. Anyway, but yeah, now that I'm off of college and trying to get some kind of job in animation right now, and all of that, just doing this to further develop my skills, but also you know, make content and just have a good time. There we go, but I'll watch it again, why not? Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate any amount of support. Let's see. We had our very first Home Alone watching marathon, and we have never seen any Home Alone movies past 1 and 2. Home Alone 3 was okay, but 4, 5, and 6, we burned those ones. We buried those ones deep under. Oh no. Oh no, I think I've only seen the first Home Alone only once. I want to say it was 2 Christmases ago actually when we watched it. But I definitely did enjoy it. It's a great movie. I have not seen 2 or 3 though, so I don't know how those compare to the original, but based on what you said, sounds like the first 3 Home Alones are good, and then 4 and 5 and 6 are not. So sounds like I should probably stray away from the latter 3 and not the former 3. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. Do you have an Octoling rival model where the hair color isn't combined with the hair and the option to edit the texture of the eyelids? I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to ask there. If you can clarify, I could try to answer. It's just that I don't know what that I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Let's see. With the hair colors in mind with the hair, often to edit the texture of the eyelids. That also might just be due to how SFM works in comparison to like any other 3D software too. So as we all know, and for those that are new here, Source Filmmaker is a very fickle mistress. It is very, very different. While it's similar to other software like Autodesk Maya and Blender, it is its own beast, and sometimes isn't as kind in some cases. But yeah, anyway, let's see. Take videos. Home Alone 1 and 2 are still the best. Okay. You know it's coming, but watch the pilot as well. Oh, God. You guys, I get it, but it's like, come on. Chapter 1 DX is superior in every possible way. Okay. Like this, we go over this every stream, but it's the truth. Chapter 1 DX is superior in every possible way. I'm flattered by the amount of support that the pilot has, but it's the pilot. It is, as far as that plays out, and background characters and all that, as far as I'm considered, that is not canon. It is a pilot. It is supposed to be a test to see if it can work. The pilot though was originally called Episode 1 Part 1 though. So I just renamed it in the title to be the pilot, so that way it can be easily distinguished between between Chapter 1 DX and pilot, because it was a test run back then. But now I'm like, no, let's try to actually make it more of a serious, but more of a I don't know what I'm trying to say. more like an official sort of thing. I guess is more along the lines of what I want to say, but it's not quite what I want to say. Ah. There we go. Okay. Anyway. Maggie, it's got the heart notification. Oh boy. Walter is hungry. I get what? Well, Mariah Carey carried Louise. Oh my God, my bite is away earlier than I expected and went back into the ocean. Wow. Wow, what a bitch. Anyway. Let's see. Yeah, you got the heart. You deserve a heart. Lenny, do you need a hug? Lenny, are you okay? Everybody send your hugs to Lenny. It seems like he needs it right now. He could use some hugs. Do it right now. I command all you in chat to hug Lenny. Let's see. Eyebrows, sorry, I'm stupid. Oh, oh. Let me see. Let me read it. Let me read it again with that in mind, Dusty. Let's see. I think I model with the hair color isn't bound with the eyebrows. Is an option. I don't think that's an option. I don't think that's an option. I mean, Well, actually, now that I think about it, I think the 2.0 models of the Octolings, they don't. I don't think the 2.0 models have both the hair and the eyebrows linked. But know that the while the 2.0 models are great, they are still sort of buggy, so keep that in mind. But yeah, that's an option for you, and if you want to do that. If not, then you're gonna have to do some fancy workarounds and stuff to make that to work. As far as the eyelid texture goes, if you want to make your own custom eyelid texture, then that's gonna have to be the way you go about that. It's the only way that you're gonna be able to change the eyelid. Did I goof? Okay, good. Thought I goofed for a second. Okay. Yeah, I could have sworn I just goofed. Could have sworn I just goofed for a second, so apologies. Just trying to get this correct. There we go. There. All right, there we go. Let's see. I saw this question in chat. Let's see. Tristan says, is being an animator something you wanted to be? Yes. I have said it multiple times on stream, but I've always wanted to be an animator. Whether it would have been 2D or 3D, it just so happened to end up being 3D. The route that ended up working the best for me. You kind of get a little insight into it on the first video essay that I ever made, which is called, which you can find. It's called "How I Got Started with Animation." It just kind of gives you a general overview of how I got started with making animations and just you know, how all of that began. And I will say that I did mention it earlier in this stream specifically, but I have graduated from college with a degree, a bachelor's degree of fine arts in entertainment art and animation. So there you go. But yeah, I just want to get a job in the industry. It's just that it's kind of tricky right now because it's incredibly impacted. But you know, at some point, I hope to get in there, and I am taking small steps. I'm taking small strides, but you know, at some point, it's like, just sort of wish that it happens, like, or these sorts of things happen sooner rather than later. But it's also another case of, you have to understand that everybody moves at their own pace and stuff. So it's like, my time will come. It's just that, ugh. I wish it just happened sooner, because in case it wasn't clear, I'm not liking my job as a courtesy clerk. I'm not liking it at all. Anyway, let's see. What else in chat? Let's see. Under you have virtually infinite freedom and can basically do whatever. Thing is, you may need to do them manually. SFM, you get a few pre-made things like a face rig, but along with major bugs. Yeah, that sums it up. Heads up, you'll have to leave soon because you got somewhere to go tonight. Okay, Mikey. Thanks for letting us know ahead of time. Hug Lenny. I should, you know what? I should just like make random commands that you can use the Stream Elements bot for, and one of them should be hug. So that it's like exclamation point hug Lenny, and then it's like it's actually a it actually is something. Though I don't know how to set that up, so I'd have to look into that. Let's see. That's where the PC, so I'm doing it to you now. Wow. Let's see. This was the problem with them, is that you can't edit the eyelids, or am I wrong? I'm pretty sure you can. There's like there's an extra option that allows, there's an extra color field for the eyelids specifically, if I remember correctly. Shiver is the queen. Marie, you betrayed me. Why can't I like both, Dalton? Why can't I like both Marie and Shiver? Hmm? Shiver's honestly my favorite deep cut idol, but I like them all. Deep cut. Good job, Mikey. Shame. Wow. There's one time I had 5 to 6 projects at once, so now I have to organize everything. Well, yeah, that's what happens when you don't organize. We're gonna Chick-fil-A at the observatory. Okay, sure. As far as anything, it's that back in the early 2010s era of animation, 2D sprites were the shit. Yes. Now it seems the John Sandwich Blender level stuff are the high standards. Yeah, at least for online content. At least for online content, definitely. But I mean, the thing with Blender and just anything that is not SFM is that I feel like I would have to take time away to learn that and like make all my own stuff, and I'm already kind of behind on I feel like I'm behind on working on this series in the first place. So, you know, while the quality would definitely be noticeable with Blender, I don't think it's appropriate time for that to that shift to happen quite yet. But I would be lying if I didn't want to make that transition at some point. So only time will tell. If not with Blender, then with Maya. That's probably where I would jump to as well. I was gonna mute this just so that mute this so that we don't get the sound playing over and over again. Let's see. I really like to know if we find something better. Yeah, I'm trying to, Mikey. I'm trying to. It's just that. Only people could just be nicer. Anyway, I love my coworkers though. I love a majority of my coworkers though. They're a very nice bunch of people. It's just that the customers. You either run into the Karens or the Kyles, or just people that are very scarily close, or they're just entitled and stuff, and it's like, oh god, make it stop. Let's see. Go this horrible surface where I'm at. Okay, Ninja. Well, thank you for tuning into the stream. If you somehow get better service and want to pop back in, you're more than welcome to. But this is gonna be the end of it today for you. Then we'll see you in the next one. Not entirely sure if next week's stream, since we're on that topic. Not entirely sure if next stream is going to be an animation stream. It might actually be a gaming stream. I'm thinking about, and if I do end up streaming some games, or just a game next week, I've got an idea in mind. I've got a couple ideas in mind. If anyone is interested at all in those options, I can say them right now. I'm just being coy right now, just for the sake of tension. Anyway, maybe Rosalie, I could get you a job at Home Depot or Chick-fil-A or Starbucks or Walmart or Target or Taco Bell, Del Taco. Oh my god. Dalton, you better be happy that Eric's not like watching the stream right now, although he might be. He just might be lurking. Yeah, but that'd be nice. It's probably a lot nicer to work in that sort of environment rather than in the real world. Anyway. Slightly change the positioning on that. Let's change this again here. Let's see. No. There. I'm gonna talk to the manager. That's expanded to the observatory in recent years. I think I started rather independent here. I don't count on that one, Nick. That goes for you too, Mikey. As soon as it's done, oh my god. Well, like I said, he could very well be lurking right now, and we just don't know it. But you know. I bag anything, but I really enjoy my job. I've been there over 2 years now, and I still really enjoy it. Just welding and fabricating dock stairs. Not really bragging. It's just you're just talking about your work. I just don't know. I just don't know if I would be able to even handle like a job like that. I think I would be a little too paranoid or something. Honestly, it's like the two routes that I would personally, I don't know why we got on this topic all of a sudden, but honestly, like the most ideal thing for me, I think, would be to I think the most ideal thing for me to either like get a job as an animator at a studio. Obviously, and then a side gig for me would be a voice actor, which I've mentioned a few times on here. But let's see, it's either that or it's like I'm either a full-time animator, part-time voice actor, or I'm just like a full-time content creator, part-time voice actor. So, you know, it's like whichever route like happens for me, it's like I think that would be just in a perfect ideal world, that's exactly what I want. Unfortunately, the content creation route isn't going as well at the moment. Hopefully at some point it picks up again, because at one point I was actually making not a lot, but it was a decent, it was nice to like get something every once in a while for the content that I made. Thanks for removing my monetization, YouTube. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. Just okay, I think I see the problem here. The problem here is that the hair is not reflecting the shocked nature. So if we just, there we go, that's better. And then we'll go the extra step further and bring it back a bit. So like maybe right there. Let's see. let's see here. Okay. Well, this might be braggy, but I'm the best aluminum take. Okay, see that's bragging. Let's see. Which studios would you look into? See, for animation studios, it's like you either have to look at the smaller studios, or just gotta hope to God that the bigger studios actually accept you. Though, from a recent Zoom meeting that I had with someone from my college career center, they said that Disney in particular is very particular about who they hire. So, to me, that kind of says that Disney would be something like much later down the road. Something that's much later down the road, not right now. So it's like, if Disney's like that particular about who they hire, then it's like, okay. It's like, if they're that particular about who they hire, then it's like, okay, I'll look elsewhere, I guess. But really, I just something that some sort of position at a studio that specializes in character animation, or for the gaming terms, cinematics. That seems to be my wheelhouse. Just character acting, basically. That seems to be my strength. There we go. That's better. It's more snappy. It's more like bam. I don't know if I would recommend animation commissions, because my first commission was an animation commission and everything went wrong. Won't believe me if I told you a server revolted against the server owner. Yeah, that's how my first commission went over. Ay, yikes. That is yikes. I wouldn't mind doing commissions. It's just the thing is that I did try to do commissions, poster art commissions actually, and drawings I think as well, a while ago, but nobody was biting. Nobody was taking it. It was like a month or so, or not even a month. It was like a couple months had passed since I posted it. Nobody like DM'd me at all, and I was just like, okay, I'll just take it down. All right, let's see. And okay, Mikey's got to get going. All right, so that probably means that no Mad Libs today, but that's totally fine. Thank you for joining us, Mikey. Obviously, if you want to check out the remainder of the stream, the VOD will be up after it's completed. But thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the Discord server later, probably. And of course, Lenny with the Auf Wiedersehen. Anyway. Let's see. Val says, I wouldn't really blame them. Disney owns Pixar. Pixar basically helped with a lot of CG stuff. Pixar helped make made John Sandwich. Okay. Some of the things Disney does nowadays, I wouldn't exactly trust them. They're not as trustworthy as they used to be. Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, but they definitely have been doing some things. Just want to keep it general, just in case there is someone watching. You never know. They have eyes and ears everywhere. Anyway. See, Val, you joke about that, but I have actually applied. I have actually applied to DreamWorks a few times. I have actually tried to apply to DreamWorks a few times. And honestly, out of the bigger studios, that'd probably be the one that I could see myself getting into. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. It'd be cool though. It'd be very cool if that were to actually happen. But I doubt it. At this point, I kind of doubt it. Let's see. And I could also say peace done. And I was already. Were you planning on doing them today? If you were going to stick around, I was planning on it. But if you have to go, then don't worry. We can do them another day. Totally fine. All right, let's see. Actually, since Mikey brought that up, Mikey brought up the Mad Libs topic. Let's did I mention how we're going to be handling those this year? It is basically going to be how we've handled them last year, except instead of you guys getting a Mad Libs comp every month, it's really just going to be one big one at the end of the year, because I will say, while the Mad Libs are fun, I don't want them overflooding the channel with in terms of content, in case if that makes any amount of sense. Because again, I want to focus more on what I want to put my time and effort into. So not to say that I am not going to put my time and effort into the Mad Libs comp. It's just that it's hard to describe, but it's like I would just you know, my priorities are elsewhere, and the Mad Libs comps did actually take quite a chunk of time to put together, even though it probably doesn't seem like that. But yeah. Anyway, I would save files, and there's still 9 pages of Discord images to go through. Oh God. Godspeed, Vel. Godspeed. That sounds like trouble. Make professional cartoons like 2D slapstick cartoons similar to Looney Tunes. Silent animation would probably be the best studio to work at. I would apply there, but 3D animator over here, not a 2D animator. Excuse me. That said, though, I did actually make a very crudely done 2D animation years ago, but obviously I chose to go the 3D animation route instead. It's not to knock like 3D animation or 2D animation at all, though, because 2D animation is freaking gorgeous sometimes, dude. 2D animations are like, can be like, dang, it's like if they're done well, it's like, wow. It can be just as good as 3D. What am I saying? Both are great, honestly. I'm just a fan of all kinds of animation. Just a fan of all things animation. But yeah, you know, that's just how it be. Oh. That's why. That's why it looked a little weird. Okay, hold on. Hey, there. Okay. Oop. There we go. And maybe to even exaggerate the movement of her being shocked, we can like jolt back the pelvis a bit, and also bring it down, and then we kind of just bring it back to like a rest position, like right that. So it's like, boom. Might be too much. Let's bring it back a bit. Yes, that's more. That is closer to what I want. Yep. Okay. Only now am I realizing that it's been an hour and 30 minutes. So, not saying that a break might be on the way, but it most certainly could be on the way. If not, then I might actually end the stream a little early. But we'll just see it. We'll just see how I'm feeling. Like about a couple minutes. Let's see. Here's my compilation renders. Here's productions were things from my childhood. Disney has changed a lot. Some good and others bad. It's still Xenon through and through. Interesting. Doing nothing but looking through files, and for the past hour and a half. Oh god, the pain. I feel that. I haven't seen a Disney show or movie since October 2021. I mean, see now I'm just trying to like figure out. I'm like, what exactly are you guys talking about? Because I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, like things like Encanto and Turning Red and a couple of others. If it's more like and at least Lightyear and like some others like have done well. It's just that if you're more referring to like the live action stuff, I perfectly understand that. I just want to know specific, because you say one thing and it's like, okay, fine, but if you don't elaborate on everything completely, then it's like, what's actually the problem here? Let's see. Actually, now that I think about it, let's do that. And then we can. Oh boy! All right. Let's make a slight adjustment to how this looks. It doesn't need to. Doesn't need to be adjusted too much in with this. It just kind of needs to have some sort of resting pose of sorts. Come on. There we go. We can kind of like bring her down a bit. We slightly move her back. Same thing with the hands too. Except bring them forward, maybe a little up, kind of like that. Maybe maybe that was too far down with the pelvis. Let's bring it back up. Ooh. Let's see. It seemed to have worked. Let's try that. There we go. What I need to do is everybody got it in like 10 seconds or less. Can't really think of any off the top of my head. Okay, why don't we wait, hold up. There we go. There we go. That's closer to what I want. Closer to what I wanted. There. All right. I think I'm gonna give it about let's see. I think I'm gonna give it about like maybe let's say about 10-15 more minutes, guys, and then probably gonna end the stream early. I know that it's a short one for the start of the year, but just kind of wanted to do something quick today. So it was great to have a lot of you turn out for first stream of 2023. Stream next week. Probably not the same day, but most likely same time. I'd have to look at my work schedule again to figure out what day would be most optimal. But depending on what day is most optimal, I will probably it's probably gonna be, like I said earlier, it's probably gonna be a game. Though I'm stuck between 3 different options at the moment. There we go. Here we go. My brother sees you. It's rich to start us a bit better. Should I mention you in the compilation, or? I mean, if you want to, go right ahead. I don't see any harm in that. Yeah, I don't see any harm in that. Because I mean, in my special thanks, I thank some mentors and people that have helped me over the years. So yeah, if you want to do that, go right ahead. I don't see anything wrong with that. Let's see. You know what? Actually, I know a good stopping point for the stream. We're gonna finish up May, and then we're gonna call it, because I feel like with how I'm currently going, I might actually be able to finish it. So we'll just keep trucking along for a little bit longer, and then we will we'll wrap it up. Boy. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because May's almost May's almost done. Gotta... Okay. Just be a very quick reaction to what Vinky is doing and saying to her. Hence why the shot's pretty short. Just needs to be that quick. Of course, we're trying to figure out the timing for the shot. We gotta at least give a little bit of breathing room, just for editing's sake. So, or at least that's what I like to do. I like to give the, I like to I like to let the shots run a little long in some cases, just so that it gives me a little more wiggle room with editing. Whether or not you're supposed to actually do that, I'm not sure, but it's just something that I do, and it's just a small tip that I'm throwing out there for anybody. Let's see. Could I add you to my friends and idols overviews at my channel? Yeah, sure, go right ahead. If you want to add me to your recommended or your whatever category it is on the YouTube, I don't know. If you want to add me there, go right ahead. I see nothing wrong with that. In fact, if anything, I'm honored to be even included among something like that, because you know, it's like makes me feel like I'm actually making some sort of difference in the world. Where it's like, wow, someone actually thinks that I'm that good to like stand among like some other well-known people in a certain community, or just some other famous quote-unquote people. It's like, wow, that's that is a very huge honor. So yeah, go right ahead. Probably mentioned it like multiple times before, but it's like I feel like in terms of like the what am I trying to say here? Give me a second. My brain's trying to process what to say. It's just that I don't know. I feel like compared to like the other quote-unquote big wigs in a community or whatever it may be, or just people out there that make content, it's like I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude that like makes animations because he thinks you know, they're not only a good creative outlet, but also he wants to professionally do it. You know, I'm just a normal guy. So to be included among like a list of people that you guys deem to be like legends or idols, I guess in this case, it's like, wow, that makes me take a step back and think, wow, I really have made that like a great impact on quite a number of people. It's like, wow, huh. Anyway, let me see. This one. Let's see. All right. Let's see. There's no shroud of the bedroom. My character's bedroom is basically a replica of Sana's bedroom, mainly bed, window, table, and alarm. Is there an issue with that? if you're concerned about it being a replica of her room, you might want here. So something that you might want to try to do is look up references of like bedrooms and stuff, and or just if it's a particular bedroom, you might be able to find like good reference images on like Google and stuff, because that's typically what I do when I'm researching something for like a drawing. I typically look up reference images of like say clothing and stuff if it's my first time drawing that. So yeah, like references are like a big thing for us artists. There is nothing wrong with using a reference for literally anything. So as long as it's not someone else's work, that's the big thing there, because then you're basically just copying them. If it's for practice, then sure, go right ahead and copy somebody else's work. If it's just for practice, just don't post it. But you know, just like normal images that you can find on Google, and they're like you know, just images of a bedroom or pillow or some sort of design, then yeah, don't worry about that. But yeah, that's what I would say. If you're really that concerned about it, look up reference images of bedrooms and try to come up with your own original design, so that way it stands out in comparison to Sana's bedroom and stuff. Yeah, then I didn't notice until way later. Oh, okay. So you didn't. It wasn't something that happened like immediately. You only just are realizing it now. That is totally fine. There have been like a few things. There have been a few things that I've noticed. I'm like, oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, I forgot to do that. That kind of looks like this. Oops. And then I have to like fix it and stuff. But you know, things like that happen. So again, just take my advice as it is and make the necessary changes that you feel like you need to make. Should be added now. Cool. Nice. We're worried about your opinion on it because the reason why I had it like that is because my character's partner is across the room. Or across the road, and the window is aimed directly in the back. Yeah, that seems like it's drawing maybe a little too inspiration with my stuff. Which, again, flattered. I really am. But, maybe not have the setup, like, exactly the same. You know? Because, that's a little too on the nose there, buddy. To be perfectly honest, the reason why Sana and Dean are across the road is because I just thought that, hey, that'd be a little convenient. That'd be funny. So I guess for your case, maybe not have it be like that. Maybe have them like, maybe have them live in like 2 different cities or something, or 2 different towns that are still relatively close by so that they can still see each other, but you know. Anyway. Yes, Dean was across the road. Dean is literally if you go back to chapter 1 DX, it's like Sana runs up to her house and Dean's like, "Hey Sana, my home's actually across the road." He points at his house. So yeah. As far as you again with so annoying. Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. That is incredibly funny. That's awesome. Wow. Yeah, but if you're at all concerned about that, I would highly recommend maybe picking a different type of scenario for that. Something that's not too similar to my own. If you're all that concerned. Let's let's see. Only going 2 hours, and said I would try to finish. All right. Let's see if I can cheat. Let's see if I can cheat. Is there a hand? Is there a hand position that I could just copy over, so I don't have to do the extra effort? Don't feel ashamed about doing this. It's like whatever works, whatever gets the job done faster, I say. And if I unfortunately cannot get it done like that, then I will just do it myself. Just do it manually. House the next door rather than across the road, and then move the bed closer to the door. Yeah, which whatever works, Belle. Whatever works. Whatever works for you. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna manually do it because you know, I might as well. Oh, but it looks like I'm gonna have to use this. Okay. Wait, there we go. Just like simple, just a simple hand pose here. Just her sort of shocked, like, oh god, what? Hair's in the way. There we go. Okay. And then we can, no, not that. Here we are. Nope, not that. Don't rotate the hand like that. Just needs to be there, or like that. Hand needs to be more positioned like that. What is supposed to start? It's the most volatile chapter in my entire story. Not because of the story, but because it's the most obvious where it's inspired from. Okay. Let's see. Most of my time has been trying to desolidify chapter 1 whilst keeping the story relatively unchanged. Gotcha. How do you copy the hand pose? Just copy the pin or what? Yeah. So if you want to copy like any, it's not even called a pin. It's called a keyframe. That's the actual term. This is a keyframe right here. So if you want to like copy a specific keyframe or something, a particular pose or whatever, all you got to do is like say we want to copy this one. We hit the right click, copy, and then find some spot and then paste. Boom. So it's just like that. It's just as simple as that. An alternative way to do that is to actually just drag over, copy, paste. Same way. Control V, Control C, Control V. I was just thinking that, oh, I could probably get away with doing that, but no, sadly not. Sadly not. There's no pose in this scene that allows me to do that. Unfortunately, that's fine. Just trying to. Okay, there we go. There. Okay. I'm gonna slightly change the hand pose here. Wait, no, not that. There we go. Let me change the hand pose there. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of committed to just finish the shot. At this point, I'm just kind of committed. I'm like, whatever. Let's just get it done. There we go. It's much better. And like I said, there's like in terms of like copying over poses and stuff. There's really no, as far as I'm concerned, there's no real shame or harm in doing that. Like it's like whatever allows you to like finish whatever it is you're working on like faster, and you can still make it look good, then I honestly don't care. Like if you can somehow make an entire animation out of just copying the keyframes over to like different models and still get something to look good, then it's like, okay, you have me impressed. I only really do it for like you know, the secondary motion, like or secondary stuff like the fingers, the hair, the ears, you know, that sort of thing. I'm just talking like general animation, but if we're talking in terms of I mean I also copy over what I refer to as cycle, where characters just like doing an action just on loop. But that also saves on time. But you have to have the eye for that in particular. All right, so I'm gonna have to rotate this too. Let's see. We're actually getting pretty darn close to finishing this shot now that got my finger poses in the spot that I want them to be. So there we go. There we go. Let's see. Still gets ready for school. Talks to her brother for a while. And all three cycled to school. That's what it does right now. You can see the inspiration. Yeah, but that sounds like it's different enough. Because it's like, because she talks with her brother, or your character talks with her brother, then like sees their parents, then goes over to partner next door and their best friend, and then they just cycle. So yeah, the inspiration's there, but it's different enough to be like, okay, you're trying to do your own thing. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much, Val. All right. Anyway, so let's see. So this last bit that we got to do with May here is actually gonna be pretty quick. Let's see. I'm just gonna take that back here, and then I'm also gonna take yeah, these back as well. Actually, most of the all the facial stuff here, yeah, we can just move it back one frame. There we go. All we need to do, bam, next frame, and then we have her look directly at the camera, which again, this is from Vinky's perspective now, so she's looking directly at Vinky. All right, and then we just gotta make her. I think I'm actually gonna slightly change her facial expression on this first pose, or this first part of her cycle, rather, first part of her animation anyway. Is to make Melissa not like sauna, as in desonification. Yeah, okay. You're going to 2 hours now. Yeah, I know, but and normally I would have taken my break by this point, but I'm like I'm that dedicated to get this shot done, so that's why I'm not taking a break. But when this shot's done, we are ending the stream because I've been going on for too long. Anyway, let's get back into it. So we're actually, so let's see. Say nope. We just need to, we will do that. Trying to give me like a, ooh, you know what? I like that. It's a very neutral looking expression, but given what I'm trying to do with her with this shot, or in this shot rather, or at least for this first part of the shot, that actually works. Okay. I better English, I understood that. Alright, let's see. Let's see, it's this one, right? Yes. Where is there? Okay. A more relaxed expression on her face. A more relaxed and neutral expression on her face would definitely work for this first half of the shot. Yeah. Definitely more relaxed, and then bam. So then here, let's see. Less of the disappointment. So less of the disappointment moved. So we move surprised, and probably like even crank up the worry, like, oh god, what? Let's see. Yeah, something like that. We might try it one day. Yeah, if you ever want to like try out animation, like go right ahead. Like if you just know that if you do want to try out animating one day, just know that whichever route you go, it's going to take a very long time. Let this let me working on this project be a testament to that. Have a proper set plan and know what you're doing. With no plan and lack of skill, it's a pain in the butt. Yes, yes it is. Yes, yes it is. Yeah, so just know what you're getting yourself into when you decide, or if you decide to jump in, because yeah, it's definitely a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of dedication and time, but I would say for the most part, the results definitely show. Results definitely show in the end that you put together something and worked on it, and was able to entertain a large audience or small audience or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. Though obviously there are people out there that have why did I go Canadian there for a second? I went out there. I don't know. But there are people out there that work on or that make animated content that you kind of question like how they got their follower base to begin with, and it's just like, how? It's like your stuff's not even good. Anyway, oh, that's perfect. Oh man. See, but this is what I'm talking about. It's like, this is what I'm talking about. It's like when you get when everything starts falling in place and it's looking exactly how, or not exactly, but as close as you envisioned it as possible, then that's when you know that you got something good going there. When you have those aha moments where it's like, oh, there we go. It's all coming together. One of the best moments. It's one of the best moments to happen, like when you're doing anything like this. It's like, oh, it's like, there we go. Anyway, 60 FPS and waste so much time exporting it. So are you calling me out right now? Look, okay, I will say that for animation specifically, you should be working in 24 frames per second to 30 frames per second because that's the standard. But depending on what I would say, and there was a video that I watched that talked about frame rates with animation. The thing is that, and it had to deal with AI upscaling, which let's keep talking about that to a minimum here. Depending on what you want your project to look like, will determine like what frame rate you want to work at. So if you want to work at 60 and that's what you want to do, okay, fine. If you want to do 24, that's good. If you want to do 30, that's good. 40, 50, whatever, it doesn't matter. My problem is when you take something that was clearly meant to be one frame rate and then you quote unquote upscale it to another frame rate or a higher frame rate or even a lower frame rate that it wasn't intended to work at, and then it just looks bad. Because here's the thing. I know that working in 24 or 30 is like the industry standard. But for a video, online, I want it to look as good as it possibly can. So I'm not ashamed to admit that I am working at 60 with this. Even though I probably shouldn't. I understand that I shouldn't. But since it's a video that I am posting online, I want it to look as good as it possibly can. So again, it really just depends on your project. Like if you want it to look silky buttery smooth like gameplay or whatever, which is sort of around where my style of animation is at. It's kind of like a mix of like cinematic and gameplay cycles in a way. So I guess in that sense it's working. Not to mention that Source Filmmaker is like built off of or made off of the TF2 engine, I think, the Source engine. So it's already a game engine in some sense. So 60 is probably like the best frame rate to have for this type of software. But I would say for any other type of software, you should probably stray away from 60. Because again, 24, 30 frames per second, that's the standard. Let's see. Motivation is also pretty important. That is very true, yes. That is also very true. That is also very, very true. Motivation is another key thing with working on anything creative, not just specifically animation. Motivation is it's both a blessing and a curse. Like there are days where you're like, oh man, I'm so motivated to like get a lot done. And then there are days where it's like, I want to work, but I really don't give a shit. Yeah, there's just a lot of things I have to keep in mind with this sort of field and stuff. But I'd say that if you're at all interested, you know, try to do like a couple of short animations, you know, see if it would actually be something that you would like, and then if you enjoy it, keep doing it. Do what you love. That is the lesson here today. Do what you love. Anyway. You mean yes, that's exactly it. In my opinion, people use it for the wrong thing. 2D frame interruption works best for 3D in real life. For 3D, it can save render time as you only need to render half of the frames. Yeah. But in some cases, it can cause the smearing effect and make it look worse. So a very sharp double-edged sword for 3D, but an absolute disaster of use for 2D. Yeah. That is exactly my stance on it. For something 3D related or real life, it could be better, or it could make things look better. But for 2D stuff, it looks like absolute garbage. But at the same time, I am also like very against anything AI related, not just like interpolation. There we go. I can speak English. Yeah, but no, I'm with you there. I just don't like the AI stuff like at all. I am heavily against that. Which is why I'm saying it's like if the project starts off in 24 frames per second or 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, maybe even if you're masochistic, 120 frames per second. As long as the project starts out in a particular frame rate, if it's what you want it to be at, that's fine. It's when you upscale it or downscale it, is when it's bad. That's when the problems arise. Anyway. 3 motivation on pod. Alright, but amidst the whole talking that we have been doing, I can safely say that this shot is now done. I can safely say that this shot is now done, or at least close to being done, because Jenna needs to have her animation be copied over a bit. Hold on a second. Okay, 24. 240 right there. Okay. Just do that. And then the last... Oh, I don't know why I closed that, because last thing we need to do for this shot, as I do with all the other things, the eye movement, something that if you want your characters to have a little bit more life in them, or show a little bit more life, slight eye movement helps out with that. Just very, very subtle movements. You don't need to go crazy. You don't need to, like, say, take this for example with May. Like, her eyes are here. We don't need her to like look all the way. Oh, there goes Source being stalling again. There. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but we don't need her to do that. You know, it just needs to be like a very subtle, slight movement, a slight shift. Just needs to be very slight, very subtle. Doesn't need to move all that much. It just needs to be just very slight, very subtle. And you'd be surprised at how much that slight eye movement helps make your characters look just a little more alive. That was actually a random tip I found on Twitter one day, and I tried it out, and I was like, oh, huh, neat. Who's making user frame edge right now? It's how your keyframes are smooth and aren't snapping. To be fair, it's not AI, but it's frame resolution technically. Well, that's what I mean, is that if a project starts out in like 24 or 30 frames per second or 60, then the project was made for that. The project was made specifically for that frame rate. It's when you interpolate a project into a frame rate that it was not meant for, like a 30 frames per second to a 60. That's when it's a problem. But if a project starts out at 60, 30, whatever, then that's fine. It's whatever the artist wants to do for the project in the end. And as I said, since it's more of a video sort of thing and not like since it's a video that I'm posting online, 60 frames per second I think looks the best for that sort of thing. So even though it is animation, gotta think about that quality video output. So yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I mean. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, but with that out of the way, the shot's now done, and I was gonna preview it, but SFM decided to lag. Okay, let's try one more time. Oh wait, actually, better idea. Let's get rid of the work camera. There we go. There we go. And there we go. All right, so now we're gonna just, as a last thing, we're gonna move the camera into its next spot here. Actually, should it be like this? Nah, it'll just be it'll be like this. Yeah. Something that's kind of zoomed in on me. Something that's a little zoomed in on me. There we go. Something like that. Because that is the next shot. So we go from here, just as a roundup of what happened today. So you all got to see this shot all done, which I finished yesterday, or 2 days ago rather. And we have this one, and now we're here. All right, there we go. That's another shot done. And with that, I think that is going to wrap up the stream. I did say that after the shot was finished, we were going to end it. So, yeah, we are going to wrap up the stream now. So, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. We were able to get some pretty decent amount of progress done today. And it was just nice to talk to you guys about like a bunch of things again. Like, I'm looking forward to the future of these streams. Not just the animation stuff, but the gaming related ones as well. Speaking of, as I've said a couple of times throughout the stream, next week is probably going to be a game. I'm not entirely sure on which one. My brain's kind of like rustling around with like 3 different ideas. The ideas that I have are Splatoon 3, a Sly Cooper game. There was like a third option. I just completely forgot it. Maybe Mario Kart or something. I don't know. But you'll know what I'll be picking next week when I make that announcement. So that's something for future Nick to worry about. Anyway, here's at least one end of a next stream. What's the next stream from section 0 to the end? We can play Splatoon 3. I bought the OLED some days ago. Oh, nice, very nice. All right then. Well, with that in mind, we'll just have to see how things play out next time. We'll figure things out. All right, everybody. Once again, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. We will see you all next week for whatever I decide to do. Like I said, it's most likely going to be a game, but yeah. See you all next time. Remember to check out all the socials, the Patreon, Ko-Fi, stream elements, all the links in the description. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. See you next time. You unlock no Mad Libs. Yeah, that did actually. Yeah, we did not have Mad Libs today, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe we'll have it in the future. All right, everybody. Bye.